Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino. We're back in Modded to the Magical Max, taking on the Resonance Archive. Last episode, we went down to, we came into the engineering, and we got the lights turned on, and then we went down to the Bell Workshop, and we got the large temporal gear that goes right there. Boy, that's so loud. All right, we are now ready to move on to the next step. Next step is we're going to have to go into the mines. You'll remember from the scroll that we got in the Bell Workshop next to the gear, it said that maybe we could repurpose one of the pumps that's down in the mines. And that's that thing right there that I got my crosshair on. That's the pump, and we need it for going over here on this side. We don't have one right there. So we've got to go down into the mines. Now, I don't know where in the story it says this, but you have to go through a room called the translocator room to get into the mines. And the translocator room is directly underneath us, right there. So you can just drop right here if you want to, and you can get to it. Every time I've played this, I've done the Resonance Archive. There are some times when you can take a drop down. There's other times when you cannot to get to a location. Now, you might be saying, well, there's some stairs right here. Why don't we just take the stairs down? And so let's go and take the stairs down, and then that's why the stairs kind of, well, we actually might be able to get through there this time. Hey, look in there. But we can't go any farther that way. So yeah, we can't take the stairs down there to get down to the next level. So you can drop if that's what you want to do, but I'll take you down the pathway that's intended by the devs. Okay, so we've come out of engineering here where we've come out from, and we're going to head over there to a room called the Commons. Remember, I marked that earlier when we were coming around. So let's make our way over here to the Commons. And I mentioned this in the last episode. I'll mention it again. Yeah, do be careful. I have the angel belt with me, so I can fly, if need be. I have fallen down into there, trying to jump from one level to a next because I couldn't figure out how to get to the level below me. And I've missed and fallen all the way down to the bottom. And then, of course, you know how the game goes. If you've got your game set up to not keep your items on death, well, then when you hit down there, you go splat and your stuff scatters everywhere. And then you can't get that stuff back. So do be careful when you're doing that kind of stuff. But with the angel belt, it gives me an opportunity then to... I need to get my pickaxe out. It gives me an opportunity to get back up if I were to fall. Okay, and also I have keep inventory on death. All right, so this is the Commons. We're here again. Engineering's right there. This is the Commons. Bell Workshop, I think, is right there, right? So just kind of get your bearings as far as where we are, and I think that's the entrance right there. So we are Commons. This is one level down. So here we go. This is going to be kind of a hectic combat area, but it won't be too difficult because the mobs aren't that horrendous. There are a lot of the... I'm trying to figure out where they're coming from so I can break those nests. Help shut them off a little faster. I think it's back this way. Yep, I see it. Cool. And here. Won't let me break it. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought you could break it. Anybody else? Because I wanted to take the time to kind of explore around here, so we can kind of take a look at stuff. But it looks like we may get an opportunity to. All right, I'm gonna head back here. Can't claim, can't pick up any of this stuff. No. Okay. Anything on the shelves to look at? No. I hear a rock being thrown at me. I hear a groaner. See if we can make our way back this way. Shift, maybe? No. All right. Well, he can't get to me either, it sounds like. So we're not going to worry too much about it. All right. Anything over here that we want to see or look at? Some crushed alum. You know what? I am going to take that. Anything there? Nope. 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 Nothing. And no books. Cool. All right. So step 1, clear this area out. Step 2, we're going to go through this door right here. And I'm going to go ahead and close it. So we can do some exploring here. There's a little like entry area here that you can come into, like a cellar. And you can grab some more stuff. Oh, there's some lime. I'll grab that. Sure. Anything in here? There's a copper cleaver. Cool. Some salt. Grab that too. Shift down. There we go. Oh, those are cracked vessels. That's storage. I'm not going to worry about cracking the vessels for food. Large crate of cobwebs. Hold shift, move around. I think everything else back here is, yeah. Nothing else here. Cool. I'm going to drink a little more milk. There we go. And eat a little more fruit. Looking at my character stats here, I'm up to 33.1 on my health. Remember, I think max I can get up to is 35. But I got fruit still kind of low, and dairy's kind of low. So I'm going to try to use those as much as I possibly can during this. There is something that you can pick up. So if you have an empty hand, throw that stuff up there. If you have an empty hand, then you can pick that up. Okay. Now remember though, you can't put it back down. That's the thing. So, you know, as you're going through and you find stuff like that, like here's a whole bunch of bowls. If you wanted to grab some bowls, here's more cooking pots. So you can pick up some of this stuff to kind of take with you. All right, we have not gotten to our purpose yet of why we are here. Oh yeah, this is another good thing too. You can use these if you wanted to make some bread while you were here. This room will take you back behind, and it's supposed to be like the workers, so they can come through. There's a saw blade. Yeah. So it's like the workers, right? So these are homes for people who work in the kitchen and in other places. So kind of cool. You can come back in here. Sometimes you can find some good stuff in here. Other times you just find bad guys like that. But, you know, always worth checking stuff out. What's this? Butterfly pins. Speckled wood. You know what? I'm going to take that. I don't think that's something that we can just get. So anyways, you have several of these rooms. There are things to explore kind of in each one of them. And so, take your time if you want to kind of look around and see if there's anything that you find interesting that you want to, bring along with you. Good place to get clothing for sure. Coming down in here and rummaging around. We'll do one more look here. Oh, there's a temporal gear. See? Always worth it sometimes. All right. I don't see anything else here. Let's do, we'll go a couple more this way. I can hear some grumblers. Don't hear anything. I don't see anything in this one at all. Probably up above. Anything in here worth? Nah, I don't see anything. Don't see chest in here. Okay. Ooh, this one's kind of fun. Let's check this one out. Always, anytime I find, yeah, here we go. Let's say anytime I find a room that's hard to get into, I always want to get in there because it kind of makes me think there might be something good in there. Brown cloth and some rush matting. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Oh, there's something behind the door. Marketeer tunic. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm going to take it with me. All right. Inventory is starting to get pretty full. So no worries though. We can teleport back out and come back in if we want to. But we're going to go ahead and finish what we've started here. So the point of coming down here through the commons is for this area right here. Remember we talking about sometimes there's drops and sometimes there's designed ways to go. This is the designed way to go. So we are going to head over. And so you're going to hold shift and move forward until you get onto the rope ladder. And this is basically like a wastewater area is what we've come into. So we are going to swim our way through all this schist that's been left out here. And we're going to go up the stairs right here. Okay. And so that brought us down a level. And so now we are on level -2. So I am going to mark that area there. This is called the reservoir. So we're going to go to our map. And we're going to do that. We're going to say reservoir. I did not spell that right. Huh? There, I'll just look at it that way. Oh, I can't. Look at it like that. There we go. And reservoir. I think I did spell it right the first time. Minus level minus -2 level. And -2 level we're gonna do in the blue. Cool. Okay. So this is reservoir -2. And now we're looking for the translocator room. If I remember, right underneath us there. Cracked vessel tool. Nothing in that one. Yep, translocator room. All right. So for the translocator room, you'll tell that it's related to mining as you start to look. Like there's quartz, there's poor chunks of magnetite. So you're going to tell that this is related to mining when you're looking around here. So don't, I mentioned earlier, trying to navigate around through here. How can you tell where to go to where? Oh, that's how. All right, so we are here in the translocator room, and you'll see that we have a repaired static translocator here. Tells us, because of the mods that I'm using, it tells us exactly what location it's going to teleport us to. And I probably should mark, I'm going to go ahead and mark this as the translocator room. Go ahead and do that. That is right here. Translocator. And I'll say -2 level. So it's ground -1, -2. Cool. All right, we're keeping our map so we know where we're going and where we're at. Okay. Only thing left to do now is to jump into the translocator. Here we go. There we are. We are in the mines. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw torches in these. And you're going to see bad guys right off the bat. There's actually quite a few. Yeah, you guys fight it out amongst yourselves. Well, you made quick work of him. And I made quick work of you. All right, let's take a look and peek around here. There's a lot of good stuff in here. So you're going to find, put a torch in this one. There we go. We'll take a peek, and you'll find a lot of mining stuff in here. Oh, who's that? There you go. Slightly collapsed chest. Anything in there? Nope. Storage vessel. Spelt seeds and rice seeds. Only seeds I'm going to take is if I do happen to find some seeds related to pipe leaf, I will take those. They have a chance to randomly generate. I will take the blasting powder too. Yes, I will. All right, there's that. Let's harvest you. Cool. Anything out here of interest? Put another torch in there. What do we got? More black coal. I'll take it. Okay, that's it. We're not going to explore all of this mine area. Let's pop up onto the map. So here's where the Residence Archive is at. There's our house. There's the entrance to the Residence Archive. So you can kind of see where we've teleported over to. This mine shaft is actually pretty large, and there's a lot of stuff to it. Now we will check some stuff out, but the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go get the pump. Okay, and it's quite a little fight. So we're gonna do this as quickly as we possibly can. So to do this, we're gonna come down, and we're going to come past this. And we're going to make this corner. We're going to kill the saw blade before it gets us. And then we're going to go up these steps right here. And then we're going to make the first corner. Let's go ahead and put some torches in. And then we're going to come up over all of this. Again, squat down, up over the top. We'll put our torch in right there, and there is our pump head. So that's how you find the pump head. Didn't even hear these guys on me. Woo. Okay. But that's how you find the pump head. So we're going to go ahead and grab that pump head. And, we're going to go ahead and do just a little bit of looking around here, because a lot of times you can find some pretty good metals. What am I stuck on? There we go. There it goes. So we're going to do a little bit of looking around here. Might as well. And I will definitely put torches in these things as we kind of go along. So let's check this one. So some black coal. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and break this ore one. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. Let's go this direction. Here's one. So you can see right here, we've got black coal. Inside these chests, there's some granite. Nothing too spectacular so far. I'm looking for some. Oh, Harry. It's a whole herd. Thank you. Just checking, just seeing if there's anything cool. And that's strange because we lit that area up. So it's kind of strange they came back in from there. We'll go and harvest. Cool. There's more coming. All right. We'll move our way back down here. So then back down the stairs we go. And we're going to go that way. That's our way out. We're just going to stick our heads back this way. Just see if there's anything cool. 22 black coal. I'll take it. Oh, can I do control? There we go. Let's open that up. Sticks. Not worried about that. All right. We're going to go this way just a little ways. And we're going to go this way. So again, you can go all kinds of places. I know when I was here, the first time I came in here, man, I was lost trying to figure out where stuff was at. There's some anthracite. I'll take that. Good amount of black coal. Some more blasting powder, sure. And I'm not going to go down into the water areas. But there's definitely, if you want to, go explore them. Go check all that stuff out. I'm trying not to get lost. That's why it's good to put your torches up. So it's a little easier to see where you've been or where you're going. Is there a spot for a torch here? I don't think there was. Okay. Just looking to see if there's any more fun ores anywhere. There we go. Some hematite. Cool. Yeah, and you can see, I mean, there's iron ore right here, but if you look at my tooltip, it says insulating block face with mold layer. This, again, this is stuff that you can't take. It's controlled, right? So, fun to look at, but doesn't serve you any purpose. But, you know, check all the crates. All right, we already did this area. That area's done. Okay. We've got everything we needed out of this area. All right. Once you've cleared that, you've got everything you want. Your exploring's done. It's going to pop back into the translocator, and it will take you back where we started from. There we go. All right. Let's get back upstairs. Same pathway that we took to get down here. We're going to go back. That means back over here to the reservoir. Let's go ahead and do a quick, while we're down here, because I don't think we've done a complete walk around of this level yet. I'm going to turn my, there we go. Oh, waste. Okay. So nothing here. And it dead ends over on this side. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like everything that you want to do on this level is related to coming up out of the reservoir and going over there to the translocator room and then coming back. Cool. Okay. Back in we go. Now we got to get back over to this area. And I've heard that there's like stuff on the ground underneath the water. I've never wanted to spend enough time in here to find out for sure. So I just go right on up. Now, this is the trickiest part, I think, of all the Residence Archive. It's getting out of here. Because you have to squat to kind of get out. But the shift key is what makes you go down also. So it can become rather tricky to kind of get out of here. Come on. There it goes. I used that spider web, got myself caught into it. That allowed me to shift myself down. Don't know if that was intended or not, but it worked out pretty good. Okay, let's head back upstairs. Yeah, we got to kind of fight our way through here again. Luckily, these are all kind of low-level guys, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, we've made it to here. Now we need to go... where are we going to? Back to engineering. Yeah. Yeah, we're going back to engineering. All right, we got to put this pump into place. There is a ladder over here. Take this ladder up to this level right here. and that gives you access to be able to put the pump up here. So we click it. There you go. So now we have both pieces of this are now working. And what you'll see is happen now. Let's go outside. You'll see things have lit up a little bit more. But more importantly, if we go upstairs, long road back up. You'll see now that the door to the library is now open. All right, folks. Hey, that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, when we come back, we are going to go into the library and do the final boss fight. That's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.